You know, I was mentioning earlier that when significant women in either politics or the law in Nevada or nationally achieved whatever position. And we know that most of us understood that they didn't just all of a sudden, they were not overnight successes ever. And we had worked with them all along, so we understood that they were 3 times better than anyone ever thought they were, and that's how they got to the position they are. So I would be remiss in not mentioning Jan Jones when she became the first female mayor of the city of Las Vegas. And of course, she was in the city hall where I had served as a deputy city attorney. And then she appointed me to chair the first ethics commission for the city of Las Vegas. So this network of women, all of whom knew each other, supported each other, and knew each other's talents. And that was what was so important about Florence, about Frankie Sue, about Miriam, and about Jan, and about Chris June Kiliani, is they recognized the talent in other women that those women didn't even know they had. And they brought it out to you. So those women served as mentors. And they did it their way, each of them in a very unique way. But they also always were reaching back and calling upon the expertise of other women, especially those of us who were very young or very inexperienced, but they brought us along. They nurtured us, they mentored us, they encouraged us, they told us that we were doing well. They always, Bobby Gang as the head of the Nevada Women's Lobby, and Maya Miller up north, and Harriet Trudell, and all of these women who it was a joy to be around them because they always made us feel good about our talents. And they always honored us by claiming or acting like we knew more than they did just because we had a law degree. When in fact, Florence McClure knew more about law. The only criminal procedure I know is what I see on Law and Order. So, those women helped us be so better people, citizens, community leaders, and lawyers, because they made us earn our keep every day and encourage us to do so. I would be remiss in not mentioning Justice Cameron Batcher. And he was a great legal mentor, and of course as a young woman attorney you loved the fact that you got to hang out with a Supreme Court justice. And I mentioned once to his daughter, Maribel Batcher, that I think that he thought of us, that he missed her so much that we became his daughters. And he mentored many of us young women attorneys, especially all of the women attorneys who were on the central staff or were law clerks for the Supreme Court. He always took a special interest in them. He always made sure we were included. He made sure, more importantly, that we were never excluded from anything by virtue of being female. And we all understood that, and we understood that he invited us along, and I know that it was because he saw in us and honored in us what he saw in his own daughter.